Boy, do I have a good one for you today. A lot of times on this channel, we take a break, we hop into the lab, we don our lab coats, get out our beakers, put on our eye goggles, and we start to take a look into something on a deeper level to see if it truly matters or doesn't matter in Madden. Today, we're going to be talking about play recognition and why this is one of the most, if not the most important coverage rating in the game. Yes, even above zone coverage and man-to-man. And I cannot wait to share with you what I've found and how this is going to improve your defense no matter what. Let's go. Now, I've been on the play recognition train for quite some time, years in fact, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I run a lot of match coverage, and I believe that that is the key rating that activates the way the coverage plays. But play recognition can rear its head throughout Madden in a number of places. We all know play recognition as the how fast a player reacts to the run rating, meaning that every player on the field has a coverage assignment for a pass play, but they also have run assignments or gaps that they need to fill based off of the run is going to the left or right. The higher a play recognition rating is on a player, the faster they'll respond to a run. This is also useful for recognizing screens or the screen component of a run pass option. It's also useful for defending speed options and read options and being able to refresh after a quarterback has made their choice whether to keep or give and still pursue the quarterback even if playing the running back. There's a number of areas in the game that this is an important rating, but the one no one talks about at all is overall awareness of routes on the field other than the one that you are guarding. So what we're going to do here today is a little bit of a test. We are going to take two equal players in terms of speed, agility, acceleration, and change of direction, and we're going to give them the exact same zone coverage rating. You'll see here that Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon I've given 95 zone. But when we take a look at the play recognition, I've left Jalen Johnson at a very high 95 play rec, and I've throttled Kyler Gordon down to 50 play rec. And we're going to show how these players in the exact same defensive coverage respond completely different to a one-play touchdown setup that is intended to bomb the coverage that we're going to call. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with Jalen Johnson. He's going to be playing the left outside corner role in a cover 3 defense. And we're going to go to a tried and true one-play touchdown route combo against cover 3. That is the streak post corner combination. So with this, what we're going to do is just run these 3 routes. This is traditionally intended to be a one-play touchdown against this coverage. However, play recognition is something in coverage that allows defensive backs to see other routes entering their zone, thus allowing them to flow within their zone coverage more efficiently and more effectively. So what you're going to see right here is Jalen Johnson's going to be impacted by the corner, but he's going to have affinity for this post route breaking behind. And you see that he's able to recover into this play and make a swat on this throw over the top. The reason for this, I believe, is the play recognition rating. Above all the other things that we believe in no play recognition to do, being able to sense other routes entering his zone is a thing that players sleep on. So you see right here that with this corner route, he is basically creating width towards the sideline and staying over the top where he can break on this. However, you can definitely see that the flow within his zone changes as this post route from the other side of the field starts to threaten his deep area of the field. He's able to turn and run and recover and make a swat on a throw that generally is a one-play score. Now, let's go ahead and sub in our lower play recognition player with the same exact zone coverage against the exact same route combination on the field. If you're enjoying this video, you're sure to enjoy what I have over on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. Now, I normally do a minute-long spiel in every single YouTube video, and I'm sure some of you are tired of it, but I'll just tell you right now that Gridiron is the forefront place to get better at Madden and college football as well. You guys can sign up today for $9.95 or bundle the games together for $14.95, and this is going to unlock over 160 vault tips on either game, all offensive and defensive game plans, members only access inside of a Discord with over 2,000 members conversing, helping one another to get better at the game, and also lab sessions in the Discord at no additional cost every single Wednesday night. Best deal in the tip space. Check it out. Link in the description. Now back to the video. Again, just as a reminder, both DBs in this test are the same speed, acceleration, agility, change of direction, and zone coverage rating. The one difference that they have is going to be their play recognition, or their ability to sense other routes entering their zone. So when we go ahead and set up the exact same route combo, X on a corner, A on a streak, B on a post, block the running back, I want you to watch how Kyler Gordon plays. He's going to play with similar affinity to the corner, but he gets pulled down, and now you see that we're able to throw this ball over the top of his head. Again, they're the same height. We saw Jaylon Johnson able to get back. They have the same change of direction, the same agility, the same acceleration, the exact same speed, and the same height. And you notice that Jaylon Johnson was able to get in for a swat, but Kyler Gordon, for whatever reason, flowed within his zone a little bit more sluggishly than Jaylon did. And this is due to the play rec. So it doesn't look that different here early with him playing the corner, but you see that he almost goes flat-footed and squats, and this route is already stacking over the top of him. If you recall with the Jaylon Johnson example, he basically stayed fluid the entire time, sensing this route entering his zone sooner. And you see right here that we were able to fit this throw in for the one-play score. This came in a good yard or two higher over the top of Kyler Gordon than it did Jaylon Johnson. Again, both players had extremely high zone coverage, but one also had good play recognition and the other did not have so much of a good play recognition rating. So as you can imagine, this is a really big deal over the top for one-play scores. Now, don't get me wrong, in a game where we're able to custom stem, it's not nearly as big a deal because you're going to be able to set up post bombs that are going to get over the top of even the smartest players in the game. But where this could be especially useful is when you have underneath flat zones, maybe guarding an area of the field, but then there's a drag entering his zone from the other side of the field. How often have you seen someone throw a drag and your flat zone is late to the flat, they catch it, rack it up the sideline, turn the corner, and what should have been a maybe 3 or 4 yard gain turns into 11, 12, 13, 14. This is what I'm talking about. The ability to sense players entering your zone is going to be so much more evident when you have a higher play recognition rating. And I'm going to take you one step further here with play recognition, and I'm going to tell you something that I've felt for quite some time that I truly believe to be a thing here in this year's Madden. And to do this, I'm going to enter Madden Ultimate Team and show you one of my favorite items in the game. Now, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I'm a big fan of play recognition as a rating on my items because I play a lot of match. One of the things that I've always taught here on the channel and on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, is that if you guys play match coverage, the switch that allows a player to convert from zone into man within a match defense is the play recognition rating. You'll notice that the higher the play recognition rating goes, the faster they realize I need to match this route and they play match. But one of the things I've really noticed this year is that play recognition almost replaces man-to-man coverage within a match construct. So on my Chicago Bears theme team, I'm actually running Kevin Byard at the outside corner position. And you'll notice that I've got a strategy item that has boosted him and other safeties on my team by 4 play recognition, all the way up to 98. We pair this with 97 speed, 96 acceleration, really good zone coverage at 97 as well, decent agility. And I'll tell you, the one thing that you look at with this card and you say, there's no way you're playing match with this, is his man coverage rating coming in at 79. I'll tell you right now, I have seen Kevin Byard on many, many occasions run the route for the receiver in the man-to-man component of match coverage. And I wholeheartedly believe that what this is play recognition kicks in and replaces the man-to-man rating. I can't really prove this other than just to tell you, if you want to, go out and take a bunch of safeties with good speed, good agility, good change of direction, zone, and boost that play rec up, and then see how your match coverage plays. I'm going to guarantee you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And if you guys want to take this a step further, I did mention that I use a strategy item. The strat item that I do use is the Mind Reader, which you'll see gives +4 play recognition to safeties and middle linebackers. On my team, I actually continue to run linebackers at the linebacker position rather than safeties because of my Bears theme team. I do have Ray Nitschke here, who is coincidentally a Packer who went to the University of Illinois, ILL. But you take a look, he also has good 97 zone coverage, 97 speed, 98 play recognition. He also, for what it's worth, has terrible man coverage, just like Kevin Byard, yet I do not notice him ever struggling when he converts from zone in a hook into match when I'm playing cover 4 or cover 3 match. He plays the man-to-man like he's got 98 man coverage. But again, what does he have? 98 play rec. And then I have my other player at linebacker, which is Jimmy Graham. He's another middle backer benefiting from this strategy item. And you see that he comes in a little bit slower at 95 speed at this point, but I do have him with a decent play recognition via that boost, coming in a 93 play rec to pair with the 95 zone and also pretty good man-to-man coverage skills as well. So he's very balanced across the board. He doesn't have that man-to-man deficiency, and he plays just fine if you were to also kind of factor in for the fact that he's 6'7" and moves a little bit slower than other items in the game due to that height and weight. He plays just fine, and his height in the middle of the field is especially useful for me on my team. So I wanted to break this down not only from a regs perspective, just kind of showing you a test and practice mode, but also how you guys can utilize this knowledge over on Ultimate Team to kind of construct a secondary that's going to play better for you. If you were to ask me right now, the best strategy in Ultimate Team for your coverage items is probably to target middle linebackers that are fast, tall, with good zone and decent play rec, and put as many safeties on the field with good play recognition, good zone coverage, and obviously good speed as well. And then probably use that mind reader item to boost them. Now, that's me saying that without possessing the legendary coverage item, which I do believe boosts your corners and safeties for your man zone and play rec. So if you have that, that's going to be even better for you. But this is what I have for my team, and this is what I can do with what I have. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video on play recognition. Obviously, we know it does a lot of things, but I think that what we showed here today is super important to making you guys play much better defense in Madden 25. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off from here. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and also make sure that you're subscribed and hitting that notification bell so you're notified of future uploads here on the channel. I'll be back later this afternoon with a YouTube short, and I'll see you tomorrow in the morning with another long form upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab in. Good luck.